Hi, I thought I'd do a video today rather than my usual email when I just have words on a page. And I wanted to open up to you about something that I have found quite difficult during this lockdown period. And the thing is, I didn't realize what it was until it completely overtook me. Now, those of you who open my emails, to which I am eternally grateful, and those people who have worked with me and know me, you have seen a lot of changes coming out of me during the last 2 months. And a lot of sort of mixed messages. And I'm not surprised some of you got really confused as to what was going on. Because actually I was confused and I didn't know it. And at the beginning of this lockdown, I think we all had our little wobble days, a bit of a panic, and not knowing what was coming next, how long it would last, all of that sort of thing. We all went through that, and we went through it in different ways. I thought I had coped with it quite well. I had a couple of days where my brain wouldn't function. I sent an email out about that, and my brain really wouldn't function. And when I took some rest and came back, I thought I was okay. I thought that I had a handle on everything. But all my brain had done was switch from sluggy in the muddy type effect where it couldn't do anything to full-time overdrive. But I didn't recognize this. I thought I was being really productive. I thought I was reflecting and developing and learning and doing all those things, including pivoting, in order to embrace the new normal, as we're calling it. And it wasn't until 2 or 3 days ago, I hadn't slept well. I haven't been sleeping well at all during this lockdown. I found myself even more exhausted sleeping during the day. My fibromyalgia was playing very strange tricks with me. I didn't know what was going on, but I thought I was settled. I thought I had a handle on it, but I didn't. Fear had overtaken any sense of anything. I can't even find a word for it, but I hadn't recognized it. And I'm a great believer in the universe and signs and all that sort of thing. And I listen to my intuition. And often when I get a bit confused or overwhelmed, something will happen in my life that will remind me. I call it that getting sort of hit over the back of the head with a wet kipper by the universe moment. But that didn't happen. I was so blinkered in my approach going forward and patting myself on the back because I had all this figured out. I was going to have a membership. I was going to do this. I was going to have all these courses. I was going to get onto loads of summits and loads of podcasts and create loads and loads and loads of content. And crazy. I had banging headaches. I'd go to bed exhausted and wake up exhausted in the middle of the night. But as I say, 2 or 3 days ago, I suddenly sat upright in bed, and it was almost like the fog had cleared. And I said to myself, Beth, what are you doing? What do you do best? And what is a challenge for you? Now, some of you might be surprised to know that for me, building online communities, building any sort of community or tribe is a challenge for me. It always has been. I've never been someone who had a gaggle of friends that we do coffee with or things like that. My closest friends I see probably 2 or 3 times a year, and they're very, very special to me. And because of the fibromyalgia, I don't socialize as much as I should. So I don't network as much as I should. In fact, I only now network at one network, the SWIB, Successful Women in Business, because I love the women, the support, the resources I get there. I've been a member since inception, and I just want to give to all those ladies within SWIB and pay back to Jill Donald the sort of support that she's given me over the years. And so I acknowledge the fact that this is a challenge for me. So why was I trying to set up another membership? I've tried this 2 or 3 times before. I think I've signed up for every membership platform going to try to find one that works seamlessly, that doesn't cost an arm and a leg and both kidneys. And when I said, what do you do well, Bev? What is it, the one thing? I coach. I am an exceptionally brilliant coach. And I understand speaking in public, inside out, upside down, down to the nitty gritty. I understand the power of words. I know how words used in a sentence can change a meaning. I understand how people listen. I know what makes a good speech and what doesn't. I know how to pull people's charisma out of them and have them speaking in confidence. I know how to help people clarify their story, their message, so that an audience hears it. That's what I'm exceptional at. So why am I faffing about with another membership site and confusing the hell out of all of you? Because that's what was happening. And when I'd finally said that and said to myself with a very firm hand, stop. Stop trying to run memberships. You, Bev, have 3 products. And they're the only 3 products you need to sell. One of them is a month to month, one of them is a 6 month, and one of them is a full day. I price from low hanging fruit to that at the very top of the tree. And when I'd made that decision and decided no more was I going to try and have a membership with free content and monthly content and I don't know how many days content and every replay and every this, my brain stopped. The fear went away. You see, I had been so scared of what was going to happen to my business that subconsciously I'd hopped on that hamster wheel and pedaled for all it was worth. And all I ended up was getting nowhere, just like that poor hamster. So there will be no more memberships except the monthly ongoing membership. I'm a coach. I have signed up and decided to use a platform dedicating to coaching. So all my clients can access when they need my coaching, the program they're in. They can book me. I can put all their homework and all the tasks they need to do and all their contracts and files and anything else, checklists, workbooks in their portal. And I feel calmer for it. I still think there's some fear there. Fear I don't really understand. And we all get scared. And looking around me, I absolutely believe that what is happening is we are cultivating fear. It's everywhere. I go shopping and people are scared. They've got their masks on. They scuttle around people to make sure they don't get too close. My mother is 87. She refuses to have anyone near the house. She's so scared of getting this. We are creating a world of fear because people are scared of death. They think this virus is going to kill us all. Well, I'm sorry, people. In order to live, you have to accept death. It is the final solution, as they say. And sometimes this world is very risky. People drop dead of heart attacks and strokes every day. People get run over and killed every day. People are murdered every day. People get flu and die every day. People die of starvation. They die in prisons. The world is not a safe place to be. But if we teach our children to be scared of everything, especially each other, well, what sort of world is that? Now, I recognized my fear, and my fear was about the future and my business, and not even about the money. It was the joy I get and the passion I get in helping other people. But in order to help as many people as I could, I allowed my fear to take root. And slowly but surely, it took over in my subconscious. It fed my mind monkeys. It fed my fear. It fed everything that normally I'm pretty good at recognizing. And it's a sneaky little thing, just like the coronavirus. So what is the point of beating the virus if we don't beat fear? So from now on in, I'm going to do my best not to get wrapped up with memberships. I put a big sign on my wall, not memberships. I'm a coach. I will coach you to speak with confidence and with clarity. I will coach you to develop your story. I will show you how to create the perfect elevator pitch. I will get you speaking on stages when we're allowed, without that mind-numbing fear a lot of people feel. And in this environment where everything is online, learn to speak on video with conviction, with emotion. Do those podcasts. Apply to be on a summit. Do all those things. But first, just double check in with yourself. Is fear driving you or something else? With me, it was fear. So I'm treading softly now and moving forward a lot slower because I refuse to allow that fear to take over my life and what I do and the way I live. I hope that some of that has some resonance with you, and I really do hope that your future lives are lived without that fear in whatever this new normal is going to be. Create your own normal and live it with gusto. Bye.